Have you ever had a day that you feel like you've just wasted the entire day? If so, this video is for you. Watch to the end and I'm gonna tell you some ways that we can reclaim or we can reprioritize to save that time. Hey, so I have a problem. I am one of those people that whenever I'm busy, I'm doing great. I wake up early, I prioritize, I get things done. But on the days where I don't have a lot to do, work-wise, the days that I have a lot of free time, I might as well be useless. And I guess that's really too harsh, but that's how I feel sometimes. So here's what happened. Typically, I wake up on a day, I get up 10 after 5, I get up, I have a cup of coffee, I read for 15 minutes every single morning. Then I fix myself and my wife's lunch because I love doing that. It's something I enjoy doing for my family. Then typically from 6:10 to 7, I'm working out. I'm doing some type of physical activity. It could be going hard. It could be swimming. It could be lifting weights. It could be doing body weight exercises. It could be walking the dogs or riding the bike. But I'm going to do something for about 35 to 40 minutes every morning, normally starting 6:10 to 6:15. I leave for work about 7:45, get to work, and I feel like most of the time I crush it throughout the day. After work, I read, I write, I journal, I'll do projects in the yard. I love to cook dinner. I'm a very productive person. On the days that I have a lot of unscheduled time on my hands, the weekends, the Saturdays, the Sundays, the random day off, I have in my head all these different things that I want to do. And I tell you what, I suck at finishing anything. I'm scatterbrained. I'm all over the place. I start this project, I start that project, and I think in my head, I'm gonna get to that next one, or I've gotta start this other one, and I'm all over the place. I can do better than that. So, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a better job on my days off. I'm guessing this is gonna be a proclamation or an admission or something like this, but I'm gonna ask you to hold me accountable. On my days off, I'm gonna prioritize my time just like I do on the days I work. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna relax. It just means I'm gonna prioritize relaxing. But I set aside time for the things that are important to me on the days that I'm the busiest. So why on earth would I not set aside time on the days that I have the most time available to get the most done? Another thing that I do, I not only do I set aside time, I also set aside cues that cue me into the things that I need to do. So in the mornings, whenever I go to make my coffee, I sit my book down by my recliner. So that's a cue that when I get my coffee, I'm gonna go sit down. I'm not gonna pick up my phone. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna read for 15 minutes a day because I know that makes me a better person. When I go to make myself my wife's lunch, before I even start to do that, I lace up my shoes and I take my pre-workout because those are cues that when I finish, I'm going to get my workout in. So these are things that get my mind right before I even start. So if you're struggling, wasting time on your days off or wasting time, prioritize your time, prioritize the tasks that you need to do, set aside time that you're gonna do them. And if you can, establish little cues that cue you in and get your mind right that the next thing I do is gonna be that thing that I put priority behind. All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. Appreciate y'all.